Sergio, winner here last year at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, starting P3 today. How will you make sure you end up on that podium, indeed perhaps taking the win here again?
Yeah, I think getting a good clean lap on lap one, I think it will be important. Getting a good side will be a good thing. But I think just having a strong race pace through the race, this is a race where you can pass, you can race. So yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting race.
What is that race pace showing you in terms of, compared to the Ferraris, the Mercedes, the Astons, the McLarens, all in that top 10?
Yeah, we look good. It's positive, but always the simulations that we have are different once we put everything into the race day. So we will have to see where we really are today. I think it's a very different race to Bahrain, so it will be a good challenge and good reading as well.
Thank you so much. Just a few words in Spanish before I let you go. Thank you.
Sí, con muchas ganas ya de que llegue la carrera. Tengo mucha confianza el día de hoy, que va a ser un buen día y bueno, que tengamos un buen ritmo de carrera va a ser lo más importante porque creo que es una carrera donde se puede pasar.
Thanks so much, Checo. Best of luck. Go well. Oscar, you've got the likes of Red Bull and Ferrari ahead of you. You've got the Mercedes queuing up behind you. How will you defend and attack this race?
Very good question. I think trying to attack Red Bull and Ferrari is unrealistic for us. I think we'll see if we can make some progress forward, but yeah, Mercedes are going to be quick behind. So I think we got the most out of the car yesterday for both of us, and if we can finish there again tonight, that would be a pretty decent day, to be honest.
Are you concerned at all about some of your speed on those straights? It looked a little bit down yesterday. How much of a concern is that looking at race pace here?
I mean, I'd prefer to be a bit quicker, but I don't think it's too bad. I think we had some tracks last year that were far worse than this in terms of straight line speed. So we will see, but Mercedes do look quick in a straight line. So obviously not ideal, but we've got our strengths elsewhere. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
What's the maximum result for McLaren today, Oscar, finally?
We'll see. I think if we can... I think we might be able to challenge Fernando. We'll see. So in that case, P4 would be the most. If a couple of cars ahead want to cause some mess, then that's fine with me. But I think P4 is probably the absolute most we could do today.
Thank you very much, Oscar. Best of luck.
Thank you. Cheers.
Yuki, P9, a brilliant qualifying from you yesterday to get into Q3. What are the hopes today to stay within that top 10 and stay within points?
Yeah, it was a really nice qualifying yesterday. First Q3 for us, so definitely we had a good motivation into this race. It won't be easy for sure. It's very windy, I'm already feeling it, and also there's two fast cars behind. You just focus on our performance. We have still a good car, so we just do whatever we have to do, and hopefully we score points in the end.
And of course, here in Jeddah, there's a 100% chance of a safety car as well, based on previous races.
True.
How much will that play into strategy and thinking today?
Yeah, we kind of think about that as well, but you know, those things is very hard to read. It maybe won't happen this year, but we just focus ourselves, you know, in terms of like performance. Is strategy also coming from the performance rather than those kind of luck, and we just try to make it into the end.
Thank you. Just a few words in your own language, please, Yuki. Thanks.
今日何個かもう日本国旗を課題見たんで、すごく勇気づけられました。ポイント難しくなると思いますが、最大限頑張っていきたいなと思います。応援よろしくお願いします。
Thank you, Yuki. Best of luck. Go well. Charles starting from that front row once again, just not quite getting onto pole. How will you convert that P2 into potentially a win today?
Well, a good start, and then eventually what we need is race pace, which for now is what we have been missing. Yeah, we still have a lot of work to do on that, we know it, but we've done some positive steps forward, and today is all about having a clean race, hopefully keep Checo behind, and of course if there's an opportunity here, the DRS is quite powerful, so if we manage to get within the DRS of Max, hopefully we can stay there with him, but I think they still have a bit more pace than us.
Low tyre deck here, low downforce track, and equally a chance of a safety car, a chance of a bit of chaos. How does that play into your thinking ahead of it?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, if we want to win today, I think we'll need a bit of chaos and getting a bit lucky with the safety cars, but we cannot rely on that either. So the best thing we can do is focus on ourselves, try to get the best strategy, and then see what can be done on track. The start will be interesting. We've had pretty good starts at the end of last year and at the beginning of this year. So I hope we can at least get alongside Max until turn one.
And just finally, a word on Ollie Bearman, your 18-year-old teammate for this one. We're so glad to see Carlos doing well after his operation. But Ollie stepping into this at this track as well, Charles. It's something, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just speaking with Carlos Senior, and they was telling me that Carlos Junior is doing really well, which is great to hear, and he will probably be on track later on. And Ollie has done an incredible job again to jump into a Formula One car in such a team like Ferrari on such a track. Many things to learn in very few hours, and he's done a great job. He's so excited, which is beautiful to see, and hopefully we'll have a great result for both of us and for the team today.
Thank you so much, Charles. Just a
Thank
few
you.
words in French, please. Thank you.
Oui, jusqu'à maintenant, on a maximisé le potentiel de la voiture et du team. C'est ce qu'on va essayer de faire aujourd'hui. Au départ, on va essayer de mettre un petit peu la pression sur Max, et ensuite on verra là où ça nous mènera. On s'attend à avoir un petit peu moins de perfos en course, comme c'est souvent le cas le samedi, enfin le samedi ici, mais pour la course en général. Mais bon, encore une fois, s'il y a une opportunité de le passer, on la prendra. En plus de ça, le DRS est assez puissant ici, donc j'espère qu'après un tour, on sera encore dans le DRS de Max pour essayer de lui mettre un petit peu plus la pression.
Merci et bonne chance.
Merci beaucoup.
Lewis, I know it was a difficult qualifying for you yesterday, and the stability of this car still not quite right. What are you expecting from this race today then?
Well, it's a new day, and so I'm just feel really positive, just trying to make sure we move forward if possible. And I mean, I just love racing, so it doesn't matter where you are as long as you're trying to progress forwards, and that's what I'm going to try and do today, try and get some good points for the team.
The McLaren's just ahead of you. Their straight line speed not looking quite as good as yours. How much will you play that into your advantage today?
I mean, it's the first time, I don't remember the last time we've ever had that, the advantage that we have on the straight, but we pay for that, I think, through the corners. So whether or not we have to actually keep up with them through the corners to capitalize on that, we'll see. But I think today's really, it's just about going the distance and time management and everything. So I hope our race pace is stronger than our single lap.
What's the maximum result, the best result you feel for a Mercedes today?
I don't know. I think if we can get into the top 5, that would be great. We're not going to be fighting anywhere for a podium. But, yeah, if we could get 5th, 4th or something like that, that would be amazing. But I think we've got some very fast cars to overtake, so it's going to be tough.
We'll see. Thanks so much, Lewis. Best of luck. Max, your first ever pole at this circuit, considering you've had 34 now in total. That seems quite a funny stat. How will you convert that into another win today?
Yeah, I mean, it will all depend on the race pace of the car, but normally that should be our strong point. So hopefully it will be the same today, that we can look after our tires. But around here, it's never straightforward. You know, it's a street circuit, a lot of things can happen, safety cars as well. So just need to stay on it, you know, make sure that we make always the right decision when it matters.
Where do you think the biggest threat to the Red Bulls comes from today?
people trying different strategies around us. I think all the teams are quite close in that scenario, so it's very difficult to tell which team. But I think maybe Ferrari is probably a little bit ahead of the others. But yeah, we'll see.
And just finally, that pole lap yesterday was extraordinary. You've definitely got the car in exactly the right window, haven't you? Just reflect on that.
Yeah, yesterday was a good day. I think we improved the car a little bit more, so I was quite comfortable with the car, and that, of course, around here is very important. And yeah, hopefully, of course, I will have that same feeling to do today in the race.
Thanks so much, Max. A few words in Dutch, please.
Ja, natuurlijk. Ja, tot nu toe dit weekend gaat natuurlijk heel goed. Heel blij met de auto en hopelijk natuurlijk in de race dat het hetzelfde aanvoelt. En dan denk ik dat we natuurlijk voor de overwinning kunnen vechten.
Dankjewel, Max. Best of luck. Thank you. Oh, standing by. Ollie, the last time we spoke, Ollie, are you with us?
I see my team.
Oh, his team. There you go.
I don't know where
We're on air.
I see them there.
Welcome to your first drivers' parade. The last time we were talking, we were at the F2 prize giving at the end of last season. You were on F2 pole in this weekend. You woke up and expected to be driving an F2 car. You're now making your F1 debut. Can you begin to put into words the emotions you have today?
Yeah, firstly, we're literally just passing by my F2 team.
Give them away.
That's nice. Yeah, it was sad to leave them, especially after the qualifying, which was really good. But of course, an opportunity like this, you can't give up, and it's very rare that a reserve driver actually gets to drive. Firstly, I send my best wishes to Carlos, and I know he's recovering a lot, but I hope to make the best of this opportunity.
Starting P11, just so close to Q3. What's the mindset coming in on a track where we are likely to see safety car, we're likely to see a bit of chaos?
Yeah, historically it's been a really busy race. I think the goal would be just to keep my nose clean and gain experience. You know, it's a long race. I just want to be there at the end, get the laps, get the experience, and enjoy it as well.
Can you put into words the step up from driving this track in an F2 car to getting into F1 machinery?
Yeah, I think it was about 14 seconds. It's incredible, the difference, you know. The F1 car just does exactly what you want it to. And you have the guys coaching you live, which is also pretty awesome. Qualifying, I struggled, I think, to find the limit. But it's incredible to drive these cars on low fuel, max attack. It was really good fun.
And what's it like working alongside Charles Leclerc as well, a Grand Prix winner, one of the best men over one lap on the grid as well?
Yeah, he gave me a lot of input as well to help me, which was really, really useful and really kind as well. Yeah, he's fantastic, and it's been great to learn from him, even if it's only been 2 sessions. But I'll aim to take that into the future as well.
And I think the answer is going to be points, but what is the maximum return for you today, do you think?
I would be happy with points, but of course I'm just looking at my kind of personal performance. I just want to have a good race, a good pace, no mistakes, and build it up cleanly. Points would be a bonus.
Thank you, Ollie. It's brilliant to see you here.
Thank you very much.
The very best of luck.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Daniel, I know it was a frustrating qualifying for you yesterday. How are you going to turn that around with some race pace in that RB today?
Definitely try and extract a little bit more out of it. I think there's, a few things that we can see, which I think we'll do our best with what we got today. And yeah, take it from there. I think it's obviously once the cars go into park for me, it is what it is. But I'm looking forward to getting out there and racing. Of course, it's a circuit where it could provide something crazy and awesome, or it could not. But I think it has a good chance of doing so, and try and capitalise if possible.
How much does that risk versus reward, that element of chaos, play into the planning, the mindset, the strategy coming into this one, knowing that you could be knocking on the door for points?
Yeah, I think it's important not to get too carried away and just do something kind of to do it. So yeah, like you still got to try and obviously plan your best race, and put yourself in a position that, yeah, obviously if something happens, then you're there to capitalise. But we'll see. Obviously, there's always little bits and pieces with strategy, and you never know, safety cars, things like this. But yeah, try and get off the line well and give it plenty.
Thank you so much, Daniel.
Thank
Best of
you.
luck.
Cheers.
Esteban, I know it's not been the start to the season that Alpine or yourself or Pierre would have wanted, but what do you think is possible today?
Yeah, we will see. I mean, we are, giving it everything, every single race. It's important to go into it head down and do the best we can. It's what we want is to maximize, the potential that we have with the car. Even if it's not enough, at the end of the race, we gather some good data and we go again the following week, trying to find some ideas, and that's the mood that I'm going into. It's not going to be an easy race again, but we are going to be near the pack, trying to fight, trying to get our way through, and we'll see what that brings.
I know it's heads down on the track and get the job done and fight, but how are the team and yourself keeping your heads up off the track, keeping that motivation high?
Yeah, no, the morale is okay, inside the team, and that's the most important. We need to lift everyone up. It's frustrating times at the moment, that is very clear for us drivers, but for every team member, and we are conscious of that. But in the meantime, it's important to stay focused to turn things around, and that's what we're trying to do.
And there are some really good straights here. Now, Alpine does have some straight line speed. How will you use that to your advantage?
Yeah, it is very true. It's a track that we've been performing well in the past as well, so we'll see if this year we can use some of that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Best of luck, Esteban. Lando, yesterday you said you felt you'd maximise that car in qualifying. What are the hopes then today, the expectation? Mercedes behind you, Ferraris and Red Bull, and an Aston just in front.
Overtaking a couple of them is our plan for today. I think racing against the Astons is probably our goal. Our pace comparing to Ferrari and Red Bull, probably not quite there. So I don't think we're far out. We want to be ambitious, and we have Mercedes behind us, which is always going to be a threat. But I think we can have a good race. It's not going to be easy because the pace is very close between everyone, but I'm excited for it all.
With the straights here, Mercedes straight line speed, how much focus are you going to put on in the mirrors, defending behind as well as attacking forward?
I mean, you push as much as you can. If they come past, they come past. But I mean, we're also looking to try and move forwards, not just look in our mirrors the whole time. So it's, I don't know, it's exciting. I think our pace comparing to the Astons in the race can potentially be strong and very similar. So as much as we might have to look behind at times, our goal is still to go forward. So
thank you very much. Best of luck, Lando.
Thank you.
Cheers. Valtteri, a frustrating qualifying yesterday with traffic on your lap, just ruining any chances to progress through Q1. What are the hopes today from P16 on a race in which we may have a safety car, we may have a bit of chaos out there?
It's a good race for opportunities. I think that's a positive thing, and we know that our pace is better than where we finished in the qualifying, so it gives me hope, and yeah, can't wait. I think we honestly have if we get everything perfect today, we have a chance to get some points.
Talk us through the overtaking opportunities on this circuit. It is a street circuit and there are some very close, narrow walls.
Yeah, I mean, it's typically 2 points, so one place is the last corner, and the best point is the turn 1 after DRS. So other than that, it's quite tricky to make a move, but yeah, you definitely need to stay within the DRS to make a move.
And it was a pretty heroic effort from the mechanics on Joe's side of the garage yesterday, and he's just missing out by 3.5 seconds. How do you see you both progressing through this field to knock on the door for points?
I think it's a real shame that he didn't get to do the lap, because I think the guys did an amazing job, and Joe has been quick this weekend. But yeah, today we have 50 laps to make progress, and we try the best we can.
And how much would points mean to Kick Sauber with the new identity, the new era for this team?
I think where we are, where we're going to be fighting, every point will mean so much. So that's what we need to target now. every weekend. And of course, in the future, for that we need a better qualifying position. But now that's where we are, and now we make most out of today.
Thank you very much, Valtteri. Best of luck.